Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Coming to the Board in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
Pete.
Hello.
This is our sister show to Cutting to the Board in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, where we bring you the weekly word of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week.
Bravo.
Fucking nailed it.
Second time.
No one knows about that.
Oh. First time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, basically, this is what it says on the tin.
Weird shit.
Weird shit we found on the net this week.
What's up first?
My friend Adrian Chiles, former UK TV presenter, who I met once.
Did you?
You know, yeah. Well, the place where I worked, he came
Cute
round.
little chubby face.
No, I don't like him.
No.
He came round, place where I worked.
Snubbed you, didn't he?
I'm working away. He literally comes where I was. There was two conveyor belts separating us. These, so it's about 4 foot tops, right? And he looks straight at me, hello, Mr. Charles, and he just fucking turned his head and fucked off. What a cunt.
Wow.
But still, not the only celebrity who's ever snubbed me.
It isn't.
No, Gaza. No, Shearer did once.
Shearer.
Shearer snubbed me.
Alan
Yeah.
Shearer.
Yeah.
Footballer, yeah. Ex-Blackburn player, went to an England game. He just signed for Newcastle. Michael Owen's England debut, actually, that game. We lost 2-0 to
I
Chile.
remember it.
I had my Blackburn shirt on, because it's the only football shirt I owned, and I went, Shearer, and waved down. He looked at me and turned away and fucked off.
Because you were wearing a Blackburn top. not
Yes,
a
but I wanted
Newcastle
to
top.
sign my shirt.
Yeah, but he couldn't. He wouldn't. If he'd have been seen on
couldn't have done
camera doing it could have fucking ruined him, and he knew it.
Yeah.
So I will stick up for Shearer on that.
Either way.
Chiles, no excuse, you chubby faced weirdo.
Yeah.
You were just plain rude.
Exactly. Didn't want to speak to some common worker, did he?
Gary Lineker snubbed you as well, didn't he?
No, I wrote my letter as a kid. He never replied. I mean, it's not snubbing me. I won't have a word to against Gary.
I went to his brother's bar in Tenerife
Yeah, I've
many
done that.
years ago.
Yeah.
Lineker's bar. Always assumed it was something to do with Gary Lineker, but
Well,
as
that's-
I've only just
That's how they
recently
get you in.
Only just recently found out Gary Lineker has fuck all to do with his brother and
Yep.
hasn't for a long
Just
long
uses
time.
the name. Yeah, just that's it. Just uses the name.
My sister's been there.
He got knocked out, didn't he, a few weeks back?
You do.
Yeah, in one of his clubs. Knocked out trying to defend a woman, apparently.
Oh, that's not good.
No, totally not. He proper got knocked out as well. Like, out cold. A couple more inches, he could have really damaged himself.
Wow.
Because there was a brick wall thing that he could have hit, and he didn't, luckily. But yeah, no excuse for that kind of violence. But yeah,
No excuse for Adrian Chiles either, really.
There's no excuse for him, full stop.
Yeah. He was a terrible presenter on Match of the Day too. Hated him. Well, he says that witches are a force for good.
Good job you don't hold grudges, isn't it?
Yeah. The former one-show presenter and Match of the Day 2 host reveals in his latest column for The Guardian that he's now studying the dark arts after a particularly magical visit to Hales Owen.
Oh.
Hales Owen.
Dark arts. It's not the dark...
It's a dark and dingy town in the Black Country.
It is, but it's not the dark arts, is it? Going to a fucking magical shop, a witchcraft
No,
shop.
he's studying the dark arts.
He's not studying the dark arts, he's doing Wicca. That's not dark. Loads of girls do Wicca because it's edgy and cool.
Yeah, my ex thought she was in...
Yeah.
still classed as
Well,
the
she
dark
wasn't.
arts, though,
It's
isn't
not
it?
the dark arts. There's different types of magic, and Wicca is very much on the light side.
Yeah, but people consider it. That's what I'm saying. Any kind of magic.
Well,
is the
Christians
dark arts.
consider it the dark arts.
Pagan, is it?
Yeah,
Neo-pagan.
it was all based within
Yeah.
that.
No,
Side of the
it's.
shit, isn't it?
I've been reading a lot of magic recently.
Are you thinking of getting into the dark arts?
Yeah, sounds like that, doesn't it?
He's already wanking over magical town.
I'm doing research for a podcast episode, and I bought several books.
Fucking hell, you're really getting into this one.
And because part of it is I'm going to have an understanding of thelemic magic,
Right.
and I'm struggling with it, but I am doing the yoga.
Okay.
Right.
But the
You're doing yoga.
yes,
I think we should move
What's
swiftly
happened to
on.
the world, man?
it's the first book is yoga of thelemic.
It's all
It's,
gone crazy. I can't deal with it anymore.
We've definitely digressed this time. Can we get back to Adrian
Oh,
Chiles?
fuck him.
Mike wants to know about thelemic yoga.
Yeah.
Anyway, all eventually leads to sex magic, is what I'm going to
Is it
say.
like an actual law party with the flying yoga?
No, it's not like that. It's just positions to meditate with and to comfort the mind, to quiet the mind.
So like meditation then?
It's meditation, but it's yogic positions, yeah.
Okay.
Are you in tune with these chakras?
No.
In line with these chakras?
No. I've only been doing it a couple of weeks. I'm nowhere near the... Because apparently you can use it to astrally travel, so I'm waiting for to see when that happens.
Astral
Projection, that's the word I'm looking for.
projection.
Astral projection, so I'm waiting for waiting till that happens, that'll be fun.
Where are you going to go?
Well, I don't know yet. On the astral plane, I guess. See who's there.
Have a mooch.
Have a mooch. You know?
It's not a charity shop, you know.
It could be. Well, anyway, Adrian Chiles, who no one wants to hear about now, but fuck it. The 57-year-old West Bromwich Albion fan. He grew up in Agley, dropped into Windmills Hill of the Wicklow Witch, which sells candles, crystals, guidebooks, and other assorted items used in witchcraft Wicca. And it does say magic with a K. So someone's done their research. In his column, Mr. Charles explains that he'd been decidedly anti-witch ever since he saw The Wizard of Oz. But now has had a change of heart and has taken...
Propaganda, mate.
The witches are alright. It's probably exactly anti-witch propaganda.
All the witches weren't bad in Wizard of Oz, though.
They weren't, were they? There was a good witch.
There's 2 good witches and 2 bad witches.
How was it?
The north and the south. The witch of the east and the west were the wicked ones.
We never saw 2 though, didn't we?
Because he killed the wicked witch of the east.
saw her feet.
She?
She killed the wicked witch of the east, and then she killed the wicked witch of the west. And it was the north and the south that were the good witches.
Are you a friend of Dorothy, Pete, then, in that scenario? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bezzies, mate.
Better
Well-
than a friend of Toto's.
Is that the Japanese dude in the collie costume? Is he a friend of Toto?
Anyone into bestiality?
Well, he's now had a change of heart and has taken it up as a new hobby, even vowing to return to buy some crystals. I'm going to curse Adrian Chiles when I get to that chapter. I'm going to summon demons to his home. He said, my curiosity got the better of me and I paid a visit. And there behind the counter was the witch herself. I asked her if there are many witches here in the Hales Owen area and she said you'd be surprised.
That's hot then, is it?
I'm thankful to this witch, the delightful Juliet O'Brien, for putting me right on a few things, not least that proper witches don't do bad things because they know such behaviour will come back and haunt them. Witches are a force only for good.
You're a bit naive, aren't you?
Well, there's good witches and there's bad
That's what I
witches, yeah. But she's saying, because she's obviously, yeah, she's right, she's biased, isn't she? Yeah.
But even if she was a bad witch, an evil witch, she's not going to say it, is she?
No.
Yeah, I'm a bad witch. I'm a bad witch, motherfucker.
Bad witch.
I mean, the kids in cages might have given it away. But...
I only eat 3 a day.
The bald head and the pointy nose and long fingernails too. You know, that fucking terrified me, that scene when I was a kid.
The witches.
The witches, when they unveil yourselves.
Oh, on their
It's
toes.
like,
I think that terrified most children, and still does. And the new one as well.
Not seen that.
I haven't seen the new one.
Quite good, actually. Yeah, it is. It is good. It's worth a watch.
I'm not a remake guy, you know.
Depends if they're good
It's
or
not the worst remake. It really isn't. It's okay.
Most are shite, but...
Yeah.
They are, aren't they? Well, Charles said he's been reading up on them in a book I bought from Juliet called Basic Witches.
So. It's just
Basic
sounds
bitches.
That's what
Sounds
I'm
like
thinking.
It's right in itself.
He's a bit basic, isn't he?
He is. And I'm liking what I'm finding. I'm going back soon to pick up some crystals.
Yeah, he's a basic bitch, isn't he?
If you believe in crystals, I think you're a bit basic in all fairness.
Yeah, again, my ex was into that.
Was she?
Mhm.
Yeah. I used to have an ex who was full on neo-pagan and would routinely burn sage around the house to cleanse it of evil spirits.
It was never that bad. Just crystals and...
She used to do the Reiki
She was probably
healing.
trying to cleanse the smell of your ass, mate.
No, because she used to do...
Didn't you wake her up farting once in the night?
No, that was a different girlfriend.
How was it?
Yeah. But we had a lot to drink that night, in all fairness, in my defence.
Or was she the one that had to leave the room because the smell was so bad?
Yeah, same one. I used to lovingly Dutch oven her sometimes.
The fact that she had shit on her leg as well.
I did used to lovingly Dutch oven her.
You're old romantic.
I know. Spoiled that one.
Although I have done that.
Is there a man alive who hasn't? No. Claire, you've been more men than the rest of us.
Claire's the one doing the fucking Dutch ovening.
Yeah.
Or the dog.
My mum used to do it to me, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Like, you know, you'd be sat on the chair next to your mum. You know, you used to sit down by like a foot of the chair when you were a kid. In the olden days, that's what we did. Mum would have a like little blanket over or something, like we'd have had Christmas dinner or something like that, and she'd just be like that. Put it over and be like, Sprouts. Sorry, Mum, if you listen to this. But you know it's true, and if you did listen to this, I'm sure you'll be pissing your sides laughing.
Fair play.
Oh, it's the Sprouts. You dirty beast.
My brother-in-law farted so bad once that my nephew was sick instantly.
Oh dear.
I bought this sleep app for my phone. Well, I paid for a week's free trial. I didn't buy it. I got a week's free trial. Record yourself while you sleep. I thought, well, that'll be interesting. It tells you if you sleep, you get sleep apnea, or it tells you if you fart or speak. It just records you while you sleep. I was like, okay. I cut loose this fart at about 4 a.m. one morning. Oh,
Recording it so you
recorded. It was a proper ripper. I even went, excuse me.
At least you're polite.
Even I was surprised at the veracity of this fart. It was a proper ripper, man. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to delete that app. It's best if I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
They do that on the Peter Crouch podcast. People send in recordings of their spouses in the night. And one recorded this massive fart, and then she was like, "Oh, Tony, I think you shit yourself." He shat himself in the night.
Oh, nightmare.
I hope he was ill at least. I hope he was saved that
It's just like a
indignity.
30-second clip that she sent in. He did this big fart. Oh, Tony, you shit yourself.
Well,
This has been a very long article.
it has.
Yeah.
To cut back to it, Adrian Chiles.
Load of bollocks.
He thinks he's getting into Wicker. He hasn't read he's not reading the 4 Libras of Aleister Crowley or the Book of the Law, though, is he? Amateur.
This is old news, this.
Yes, is it?
Well, old news, unless it's just another one.
10th of July?
So someone else has done it then?
Yeah, this is more this
Because
time.
I'm sure we've
Yeah.
covered this before, and it was like a man was caught smuggling a shitload of snakes.
It was. He's been beaten now.
But it maybe wasn't 100.
No, it
Didn't he have him stuffed in a sock or something?
He had him around his
Down his-
fucking
yeah.
waist, in his
That's
underpants
right.
and everything.
Yeah, this guy's just beat him because now he's been caught smuggling 100 snakes in his trousers. 100?
Wow.
Well, technically, I think it's 104, I've heard.
105, wouldn't you say?
The trouser snake of his own.
Oh, of course.
So
Of
it's
course.
the anaconda, innit?
You missed the biggest snake.
Is that what your husband calls it, is it? A man tried to smuggle more than 100 live snakes into mainland China by stuffing them in his trousers.
Obviously in China.
Yeah. The unnamed traveller was stopped after passing through the nothing to declare gate at the crossing between a semi-autonomous Hong Kong and the city of Shenzhen. Upon inspection, he had 104 snakes in 6 canvas drawstring bags inside his trousers.
How
Wow.
must he been walking properly?
I think that's probably what gave him away.
Just a bit. They're mostly small snakes, but it is a large and squirmy haul of slithering reptile for anybody to carry in their trousers.
Why? Why though?
Can't they get those snakes over there then, no?
Well,
Maybe that's what it is, and he can't import them. Maybe it's illegal to import them. Maybe they're endangered. I don't know.
Do you ever watch that Australia Border Force? My stepmom and
The
dad,
most over the
stepdad
top,
and mum are very fond of that.
most over the top fucking security in the
But
world.
it's like, oh yeah, it's like everyone knows you can't bring food in.
yeah, the amount that
So what? They all bring food in. You're like, what are you doing? You know these people are like fucking up on this, and he's like, oh, I just thought if I bought a suitcase full of fucking preserved chicken breasts, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
I've seen
I mean,
bird
what are you-
nests before for making bird nest soup.
Right.
And it really is bird nests. They really are bird nests. It's a delicacy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they bought like a shed load of these in there like that. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you joking, mate?
Like, what are you thinking? I mean, I wouldn't even fucking smuggle cigarettes into Australia. I wouldn't even take what I was beyond to fucking allowed to bring in.
I'd be scared to take my own fucking breath into Australia because they're that fucking strict out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw one thing. It was a woman who had a necklace. She'd been wearing this fucking necklace for a few years, right? And they took it off her because this necklace was like a seed pod.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
But it was like, it was clearly fucking treated, hollowed out.
We had that as an article on.
Did you?
We did, yeah.
Because I watched an episode of this because I was fuming at the telly.
Or was it something different? I know it was she made a necklace out of poo, didn't she?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Do you remember?
Oh, right.
Preserved poo, yeah.
But either way, it was ridiculous.
Well, it
because
wasn't.
There's no way they were going to germinate and fucking. They were hollowed out, and she said she'd had them for years. You could even see like the wear on them. It's like fucking ridiculous.
Were you shouting at the telly?
I think I probably was. Bloody Aussies.
But either way, why? I mean, even so, just go without. Just eat your fucking fill while you're in Hong Kong. You've only got to pop across the border. It's a land border. Come on.
They do look like very cute little snakes, though.
They're all in the
I've
shoe,
never heard snakes and cute together.
Oh,
really?
Snakes aren't. Yeah, snakes are.
When they're that
They're
big and they can
cute.
just wrap round your fingers, they're quite cute, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I like little snakes. Not fucking anacondas. I wouldn't be like, oh, that's a cute anaconda, isn't it? That 12-foot monster coming towards me. Why is its mouth gaping open? No, what? It's getting closer. No, they're not cute.
I quite like snakes.
Yeah, I don't mind snakes.
I'd have been in Slytherin. Another Harry Potter reference of the night. I'd have been in Slytherin.
You would have been my mortal enemy.
Oh, one of them, are you?
I'd have been Gryffindor all the way.
Just because you're wearing glasses.
I didn't wear glasses when I first started watching Harry Potter, so
Oh, you thought I'd just smaller too.
probably.
No more room for a scar now, mate.
I wouldn't be able to hide it with my hair anymore.
No, you wouldn't.
Potter.
Just let it go, man. From one bald bro to another, just let it go.
It's not that fucking bad yet. Jesus.
Shave it off. And you, Mike.
Fuck off.
So Mike's thinning as much as I am. So.
Yeah, you're both hanging on to it, man. You're both hanging on to it.
Luscious hair I've got.
Best thing could happen for you to go bald, you're a ginge. It's the best thing that can happen. That's called hitting the lottery for you.
Off your cheek. Moving on.
I love eating my walls.
I'm sorry, what?
The taste of brick is delicious, but the husband begs me to stop.
I'm not surprised.
Patrice Benjamin Ramgulam.
Ooh, what a
I'm
name.
guessing she's from America somewhere.
Who's 39, has pica, a rare eating disorder that sees people consume non-food items with no nutritional value. She's been eating mortar since she was a teenager.
Wow.
Well, some people eat sponges.
Yeah.
I've seen it before. People eating the drywall.
Reminds me of a joke I heard today, actually. Slightly related. One of the lorry drivers told it to me.
Go on.
Someone had written on my window this morning, "This driver is mentally challenged."
No.
Because I was really pissed off and it still took me half an hour to lick it off.
So this woman with the rare eating disorder says she gets such a buzz from munching on cement and mortar, likening it to a comfort blanket. So anybody with pica craves non-edible items.
Like chalk, paper, and soap.
Hooked on
Eating
mortar.
soap?
Imagine that.
That's
It's horrible.
fat, isn't it? Isn't it animal fat or vegetable fat or some
It
fat?
tastes horrible.
Human fat?
In Fight Club, it was human fat.
It was, wasn't it?
That's good enough for me.
Well, she's been doing it since she was a teen and is aware that it's very bad for her health.
No shit.
Well, she hasn't had any health complications.
But what must her poo look like? Or,
Brick.
you know.
Very dusty.
She chisels out about 5 teaspoons of mortar regularly.
Well, we're more concerned about me fucking house giving way one day, to be honest.
Fucking hell, love. That's a supporting war. You stop munching on it.
Well, you do the sensible thing, don't you? You just go buy a bag of cement, make a bit of mortar,
Yeah.
a bit of sand,
Yeah.
make a lump in the garden
But-
somewhere.
but what
Say, right, when you've got your craving,
Go and lick
have a
that.
chew on that.
Go and lick it.
Leave the fucking house alone, just chew on that. Silly bitch.
Is that your term for someone who's got a clear mental
I
condition,
don't think she
Pete?
does it on purpose.
Her and a fella tied the knot, yeah, and settled down in her grandparents' home.
Until she ate it.
And
She managed to keep it from her husband
yeah,
by hiding the evidence.
Until the wall fell over.
Yeah, hiding the evidence. How do you do that?
she covered one
Holes
hole
in
with
the
a
wall.
post-it.
Oh, fuck. Another was out of sight.
Yeah.
Why have we got so many light switches all of a sudden, dear? I don't know.
Why are you putting these posters up all of a sudden? You digging an escape tunnel? You know what? If the bloke in Shawshank Redemption had this disease, he'd have been there a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
What a shame he didn't.
Well, apparently now she's employing mindfulness techniques and she's seeing a psychiatrist and stuff, so...
Probably a wise choice.
Yeah.
She would be best to make herself up, instead of eating her house, she would be best to make herself up just some concrete and...
You're eating me out of house and home!
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Did you say that?
yeah, stick a lump in the back garden. Bosh. I didn't say eating her out of house and home though. That was good, Mike. Well done.
I think you might get the punk crown for that. I don't
That
know
was
who's.
pretty good, that
I
one.
don't know who's got it.
So who's got it?
It might be me.
Hand it over there.
All right. Okay, hang on. There you go. Passing it over.
Hey.
It turns from a laurel wreath into a crown. You got more borders to cover than I have. The crown. All right. This one's for you, Pete. I found this. I thought Pete will love that.
So, a new photo of baby Bigfoot claimed to be 99.9% believable.
Big claim.
Not 100%.
Big claim. Big claim.
Sorry, I'm guessing that's not it. It's still...
No, that's not it. You'll see it further down.
Commentators have claimed that there have been a new photo of a baby Bigfoot posted on Facebook, and it's 99% believable. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, is a large and hairy human-like creature which some believe inhabit forests of North America. Not just North America, they're all over the bloody world in different ways.
Different names.
Different names, yeah.
Bigfoot is North American, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Essentially. But yeah. So a photo posted by Stephanie Wood in a public Bigfoot Believers Facebook group.
Surprised you, yeah, I was just going to say that. Surprised you're not in this.
Well, I'm about to look it up and join it. There's got a lot of people talking about the photo. Is it real or not? She posted the photo and cropped a close-up of a baby Bigfoot with a caption, "We know what you're thinking, it's Chaka from Land of the Lost." Our gut reaction is the photo is that of probably a short person in a costume, maybe a kid, right?
Alright, so let's have a look at the photo. It's going to be...
That can't be it, can it?
That's the photo.
It's a fucking good costume.
Yeah, but it's clearly a costume, isn't it? That's not 99.9% believable.
No.
Apparently there's some deer in the foreground of the larger picture, and the fact that they're not running apparently suggests some kind of live and let live kind of thing between Bigfoot and deer.
Or maybe it's done by AI.
Or maybe it's... Mike, that was an option of mine. I will admit that. It could be AI.
It looks like AI.
And that's the problem, isn't it?
face.
No, I think there's a good chance it could be real. You don't know.
You don't know.
The way, like, look how big its hands are. Like, if that's a child, some fucking big hands. And,
Well, it's in a suit, isn't it? It's got
yeah,
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Uncle Jack hands on. I mean, I'll give you that if it is a costume,
it's a fucking good one.
it's a remarkably good costume. But Hollywood is very, very good at making monkey costumes nowadays. There's been, 5 Planet of the Apes movies? It's not all CGI, is it?
No.
I'm not convinced on the shape of it.
No,
Something feels
so
amiss.
proportion, isn't it? It doesn't. That's why I think it's AI. But you never know. I wouldn't call it 99.9% believable though.
Can you read that one person commented?
So one person commented, honestly, the deer in the photo make this 99% believable. This looks like an adolescent Sasquatch.
I see in a dream.
I seen in a dream. Never had a physical sighting, but I've heard signs of Sasquatch.
Okay.
Saw one in a
Another
dream.
said,
Saw one in a dream.
even the deer are saying, what the fuck? Maybe he was watching the deer. The big one was close to hunt it. Maybe it was training to hunt. You don't know. So one thing I can observe from that, right?
So we'll look into the picture.
If that was a...
I like how someone put faces too human. I'm sorry, but who the fuck looks like that you know?
Obviously his unfortunate child, maybe. But no, one observation I've got for that, yeah. You've got these couple of deer. If that was a human child, those deer would not be there.
But
I pretty much guarantee that, because fucking far too noisy, cumbersome. It doesn't matter. If that's a child, there's no way them deer would be stood there like
I really
that.
do think it's AI.
Or it is...
They've just put a adolescent Bigfoot with some deer in some woods, and that's what it's come up with.
Maybe, but you'd find the zoom would probably be a hell of a lot crisper if that was the case.
Crisper? May I? No. Once you get zoom in, it gets a bit pixelated.
it all depends on what your
What the
TV,
program
computer
is.
monitor
Yeah.
system can
Maybe
cope
what
with, isn't
program's
it?
being used
That's
as well.
true.
But I don't know. To me, if it is real, if it's a real photo, I would say there is a good chance that is a Sasquatch adolescent training to hunt. And if you look at the zoom in of him, he is poisoning himself, like he's balancing himself, like he's sneaking. Does that make sense?
His arms are out, so that would suggest that he's trying to get his balance.
He's like sneaking. He's skulking almost.
Although
he looks a bit hunched as well, like he is skulking.
Compared to the size of his head, his hips and his legs are tiny.
But it also looks like he is slightly...
One leg's back,
He is at an angle, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like that.
He's doing the cha-cha.
He's swiveled.
The cha-cha slide.
He's swiveled and looking like that. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like to me. So
The face could be an alcoholic 40-year-old Russian little person. It could be, couldn't it? If you focus just the facial area, just the skin.
It's only one shot as well. Where's the rest of them? You'd have took 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have been like, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding.
wow, maybe that's the only shot that was worth showing.
You assume those are the best.
Yeah, that was the best shot they could get.
Yeah, I'd also rate the shots of it walking away. Look at how it walks and stuff.
That is the
It's a valid
difficulty
point.
with things like this. But was it on was it from a trail cam or something?
Just a photo. Just a photo. So could well be AI.
Yeah.
Because surely you would switch to video camera mode after you'd taken a few photos, wouldn't you? But holy fuck!
Why wouldn't you? If you know you're looking at a fucking baby Sasquatch. Yeah,
And plus, like you say, it'd have to be a trail. What do you call them?
it
Trail
almost
cam.
looks
Yeah.
too good to be true,
Because-
doesn't it?
The deer. Look where you are with the deer. You're
Yeah.
right behind the deer taking the photo. I'm sorry, you're not going to stand behind.
You've had a point there, Mike.
That's obviously a trail cam, isn't it?
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
It's either that or
Yeah,
AI, isn't
it's
it?
got to be a trail cam. They've walked in, he snuck up, the trail cam's gone, dink, there's movement. Because you will find with things like deer, because the way they move, it won't always automatically set those off, because they're quite stealthy themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
And if he's being stealthy,
Mm.
if if you look, it looks like they've all kind of looking at him. They've looked up. They've noticed him.
This is presumably the moment before he pounces or they run, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I get from that. Obviously, I'm an expert tracker, so I know these things.
Yeah, all that tracking training you had in the submarine service has really paid off.
Yeah. No, I used to hunt deer at the bottom of the Wrekin. Seriously, not with a gun or anything, just to track them.
You should chase them down on all fours and rip their throat out.
Pretty much.
Claire, any comment?
Even if this is a trail cam, why isn't there any more stills of it sort of, I'd say, walking off? I'm not having it.
No, me neither.
It's an interesting one.
It is an interesting one.
If it's
I
real,
will give you that.
then wow.
Yeah.
Because Bigfoot is the one cryptid I go for.
Yeah,
The only
it's the most
one.
believable, isn't
It's
it?
a possibility. It's the most. I think it's the most believable personally.
I do, but I think it's more likely to be the Yeti.
Well, that's some kind of variant, is what I'm talking
I
about.
think it's got to be a bit more remote
You
than
know,
North American.
You would
I know
not believe how
say-
big them American forests are.
Biggest fucking England, some of them.
Yeah, I know,
literally.
You know, there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space.
Yeah.
And obviously we're
It's not
seeing
as
them
remote
more.
as the Himalayas, though, is it?
No, it's not. As you say that, but Everest has like 14,000 tourists a year.
And it's certainly a hell of a lot more
Yeah, but
livable.
it's not the
It's
Himalayas.
not going to live up Everest because it's not going to be able to eat anything.
You could eat the street. Could
Well,
be-
yeah, but eating the
could
dead
be,
bodies.
could be a
Thousands of dead bodies on Everest.
could be like a Sasquatch hunting zone for you know.
It's a Sasquatch. It's a Yeti's
Maybe
freezer.
that is what.
Yeti's freezer,
That's
yeah.
what Everest is.
Maybe that
Oh,
is
maybe
what
that's what-
really happened to the dead people that never returned.
They're
Maybe
so
Yeah.
nice, see 'em.
That's
Yeah, but maybe they get less and less and no one notices.
why are they still there?
Can't
Because
get
they're
them
taking
down.
them down. Fuck
It's too much
that.
effort to walk up there to take them
Can't
down
they
again.
Helicopter up there and
No, it's
winch them.
too much. Well, why? Why bother?
They're dead.
It's effort. They're
fact-
preserved.
In fact, there's a guy called Yellow. They call him Yellow Boot or something, or Green Boot.
Is that because he pisses himself all the time?
No, because all he can see is his green boot sticking
Yeah.
in the snow, and it's a marker.
Yeah, that's also
How
a
big you
valid
buy
point.
green boots.
Yeah.
We'll wait for you there.
And that's a dead body.
Yeah.
Why is... I'd so be getting a shovel and digging him out. Nicking his wallet.
I'd ride him like a sledge back down the mountain. You just hold on to his rigor mortis arms, frozen arms, and put my feet in the small of his back and ride my way down.
Surfing down on a stiff corpse. Sweet.
Yep.
You ever seen the footage of that skier who inadvertently does a perfect backflip somersault while being chased by an avalanche?
I haven't, but that sounds amazing.
He basically an avalanche is coming down the hill. He's skiing frantically, like downhill proper skiing, and he hits this like cliff thing and does a perfect backwards somersault, lands it, and still keeps ahead of the fucking avalanche.
Yes.
That can't
Good
be
lad.
real, can it?
Maybe it isn't. I've seen many Instagram reels of it. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. It's still fucking metal as shit, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And on that note, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben, and I'm going to go with something thalamic, which I usually do for cutting to the boil in the post-truth apocalypse because it annoys Mike and Gaz. But as you two are here, and I've announced I've been reading a lot of Alistair Crowley, I will say that do as thou wilt, but remember that love is the law.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
I've been Claire, thanks for listening. Don't eat mortar.
I've been Pete. Thanks for listening. Still kind of gobsmacked from Ben's sign off. It's like, what?
Profound.